This show is sponsored by printbymagic.com. We print directly to your bicycle playing card.
Hola, here I am in sunny Spain, Madrid, outside the palace in Madrid. What's the name of it? The Royal Palace, simple as that. But I'm going to review today Changeling Odo. So yeah, let's get started. Let's see the trailer of Changeling Odo now.
In 2014, Changeling took the Magicworld by storm. It was a huge success and has been the bill switch choice of many working magicians. Over the last 3 years of development and listening to my audience's comments and the magicians' feedback, I have now what I believe to be the ultimate bill switch gimmick. Now, after 2 visual changes, you can immediately hand it out for full examination. Brendan,
yes.
I'm going to show you some tricks.
Please.
Some money.
Yeah.
Have you got a note on you? Whatever note you use, I'm going to use the opposite. So if you've got like a 5, I'll use a 10, use whatever you got.
5 is fine?
10, that's fine. I'm going to use a 10, £10 note. And we're going to fold them up. I can do it in one hand, but you can do it with 2 hands if you want. Yeah, if you need to do it along the crease, that's fine.
Like this?
Yes. Oh, you've folded it up, brilliant. Perfect. Brilliant. Now we're going to play a bit of an old game. We're going to basically bet which note's which. But it doesn't matter if anyone else watching gets to see what it is, you don't get to see. So if you hold one hand out flat and hover the other one above it, and we're going to put both notes in about here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take one back. You don't get to see what note I take though, that's the rule.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to maybe go for this one. I'll show the guys at home.
Okay.
Now, if you were to guess, do you think I was greedy and took the 10, or do you think I wasn't greedy and took the 5?
I think you've taken the 10.
Bear in mind, if you get it right, you get to keep all the money. Up the stakes.
10, I would still go for 10.
I tried to help you out, I took the 5. You can have a look if you want. Oh, sorry, no. Oh, that was a bit weird.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, as a magician, we don't like 5s, we don't even like 10s. If you hold your hand out flat, you know what we prefer, right? Close your hand up. You know what we prefer?
50s?
Sometimes I'm on a budget. Open your hand up. We actually prefer 20s, and you can check it out if you want.
Wow, that's great. I've never had magic in my hand like that before.
My name's LAVELLE, and this is Changeling Odo.
Okay, I'm back, and yeah, I think you can see me okay. Probably a bit more light would be good for a proper production here, but this is the best we can do while in Madrid. So yeah, what do I think of Changeling Odo, or whatever it is? In my opinion, Changeling was fantastic when it first came out. I loved it. It was a brilliant prop. I carried it in my wallet, played around with it. I'll be honest, I didn't use it as much as I probably should have. However, it was a great gimmick. Now, the new version of this allows you to do multiple extra things, so it's a big improvement on the old one. And is it enough of an improvement to warrant buying the product? Well, the price is significantly more expensive at the price you see now on the screen. And to me, although it's a great product, I can't help but think it's just another way of making a bit more money on top of things. However, if you've not bought Changeling, the first one, then I think you should look at this. If you potentially got the first one, then the idea of spending so much more money, plus the idea of cutting into 20, 10 and a £5 note is also a big no-no. But it depends how much you like the effect. I love visual magic. I love it changing in the hands, and that's exactly what you can do with this. You can change the money in the hands of the spectator, in your hands there, in their glass. But the nicest thing about the improvements on the Changeling Odo is that you can then hand the note out at the very end. And that is probably the biggest part about it. The fact you can hand it out at the end and you're not left with a gimmick note is super strong. I mean, incredibly strong. And that just clears the floor on the last version in many ways. So that's why I would say definitely go for, ooh, doggy. Sorry, that's why I'd say definitely go for this version if you've not already got Changeling. So, In terms of what else is new, well, you get nearly an hour and 10 minutes of video tutorials on the DVD. Most of that is made up from actually making the gimmick, or at least half an hour. It's quite a bit of making, quite a bit of cutting, and you will, as I said before, have to cut into a 20 and a 10. The nicest part also is that it works great with the new £5 notes, plastic, English, and the £10 notes. So you have a massive bonus there, and for that I think it's probably worth it, but it's still, like I say, an expensive product to be going for, because you're going to be spending the cost of the price of the product, which right now I'm not 100% sure, it's on the screen, I think £30 odd or something, plus then another 20, another 10 or another 5, depending on which version you decide to make. It's got a lovely version where you can change 3 versions, so you can change a 5 to a 10 and then into a 20, and then hand out the 20 at the end. So for those reasons, you've got something that is more versatile, a gimmick that works a bit better, it's been improved upon. In my opinion, you know, a product should be released being the best it can be, without having to release another product that can make more money later on, and another one to make more money, but at the end of the day, that is just the magic business. However, for me, I'd say, yep, go and get it if you've never done Changeling before. If you have bought the Plasticine Changeling, you really liked it, and you feel that extra change into the 20, or the idea of being able to hand it out, is worth the money for you, and if you use it every day as a pro, then I'd highly suggest going for that product. But if you don't use it every day, then what's the point in buying the next version up if you don't use it? Simple as that. So that's the best advice I can give with Changeling Odo. We're going to go now inside the Palace of Madrid, check it all out. If we get a chance, I'm going to shoot a couple of little clips of me doing magic, or some friends doing magic. We're also going to visit the Palace of Magic. What's it called, the place? Tomorrow we're going to?
La Sala Houdini.
La Sala De Magia. What?
Sala Houdini.
Sala Houdini. We're going to the Sala Houdini tomorrow in Spain, in Madrid, and very, very excited. We did go to one magic shop today, and the House of Magic near our hotel in, what's the area? Chueca, and it was closed. It's a bank holiday today, but it should be open tomorrow, so if we get any more footage, you'll see it at the end of this clip. Hey, just been to the House of Magic. Not had a chance to say hello to the owners because it's packed, absolutely packed here, but really, really cool shop, lots of old artifacts, and it's fantastic. So yeah, take care. See you. Let's go. You locked us out. Outside the Palace of Madrid. James Anthony from Magicworld.co.uk. Ciao for now.